favorite places, Slim's. Tonight we got a great show. We got Vacationer in town. And we got Kenny. Nice to see you.
Good to see you too.
Welcome to San Francisco.
Thank you.
Now, whereabouts are you on the tour? Now, we were just in LA yesterday. And how much more do you have to go?
We have, I think, 2 or 3 more weeks.
Awesome, awesome. And what are you most looking forward to at the end of the tour?
At the end of the tour?
Yeah.
Like getting home?
Yeah.
See my dog. That's number one. Yeah, that's like the number one thing.
That is cool.
Yeah.
No, you guys have really brought out the energy on the stage. Everybody's talking about you really get out there and you bring this great energy and get the vibe of the room going. What is your pre-show ritual that you guys might do?
We don't really have much of one. We do a little bit of a warm-up scale with our voices, and then we sing a harmony together, and then that's it. But other than that, we all sort of just, we usually just chill around the venue and watch the bands on before us. And then,
cool.
Yeah, it's just anticipation. It's a waiting game.
It is, exactly. It's the waiting game out here. Now, Relief was released in June. Now tell us, great emotionally driven music that definitely is feel-good music. Was it like an emotional process for you recording as well? Because it is like a release, a relief. I mean, how was it for that for you?
Always. I mean, the recording, I guess the recording was a little bit emotional just towards the end, trying to get it all together and get everybody on the same page with it. But I think just life is an emotional thing, and so it's really a cathartic way for me to, remind myself of the important stuff of making a record like this.
And it's amazing because it's able to have other people and your listeners grasp at it, feel the connection, and on their own way get a relief and a release from it.
That's the hope, yeah.
And then how does it feel for you though when you hear people come up and tell you that your song affected you or affected them in such a way that it cheered them up or got them through that?
Yeah, that's the best thing I can do with my life is have a career where it makes people happy. And so it's truly rewarding.
And self-serving for you as well. It's probably like,
absolutely,
it's great. Everybody wins.
It always has been, yeah. And I've written songs in the past that have been self-serving on the other side of the coin, where you've got some demons to work out, and then you make this really dark, kind of like morbid kind of almost song, and then. And it feels good at the moment, but then if you have to keep going and singing that song, then you don't need to be reminded of that every day.
Exactly. You've moved past that point.
Yeah.
And then if somebody's really, when is he going to play that? And you're like, okay.
Yeah, it's like, I don't even
know. I don't want to feel that right now.
I don't even know her anymore.
Exactly.
So I try to take whatever optimism out of any situation and put it into the songs, and it's just a healthy reminder for me how to live.
And it gets some great music. I mean, it's feel-good music. I love it. Now, the video, this wildlife, beautifully, wonderfully done.
Oh, thank you.
Now, what do you have working on next? Are you working on any more videos coming up?
We just had one come out last week for Some Go Anywhere.
Oh, great.
Yeah, so I urge people to check that out. It's us in a hot air balloon.
Oh, how neat.
Yeah, we're playing in it as it's blowing up, and then we lift off in it. Yeah,
that is
really
cool.
Really fun.
Very cool. Now, after the tour, what do you guys have planned? Or are you just going to be able to take a little break?
A little bit of a break, yeah. We're sort of, there's some stuff in the oven, seeing what pans out, but I think we're going to try to make our way down south, which we haven't hit in a while, so hopefully like Florida, Texas area, once it gets cold up north.
Yeah, exactly. Move to the warmth.
Yeah.
Get down there.
That's how a vacationer does it.
Yeah, exactly. I like that.
Yeah.
It's a big life's vacation. I love that.
It's a
now, how
lifestyle.
about if you guys are driving and you're peeking on your iPod, what would somebody be most surprised at finding in there? What's artist or song maybe the most surprising?
Oh, I mean, mine is a hot mess of all sorts of stuff. I'm trying to think, trying to think what would surprise people. I like, every once in a while, just because my mom listened to her a lot, I'll throw on like Emmylou Harris. Like I like that Wrecking Ball record a lot. Just it's just one that I heard when I was a kid, and
it just brings it all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Brings you back to
I don't.
place.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of friends that listen to Emmylou Harris. So.
That's very cool. It is neat because that's the thing about music. We're strong believers. It heals. It helps. It gives you hope and inspiration.
Yeah.
Is there a time that you can recall or share a story where somebody's music really got you through a dark time, or
Yeah, I mean, it's an everyday thing. Yeah, it's hard to pinpoint just one because that's what I look to when I'm in a dark spot is just something that really speaks to you. And then it seems to be moments like that where I'm really going through something that I actually like listen to lyrics. And it's probably, you know, Radiohead's a big one. Beach House is another huge one. And Beach House seems to have this heart to them where they have this sentimentality to their music that just like
gets you.
Yeah, it always gets me.
I love that. I love that.
I cannot say it's odd to be nervous to leave my love at your gate.
Another thing with your music, you guys are bringing, I think, the honesty back into the music. You guys are writing, like you mentioned, it's your life, it's your experiences. And I mean, what words of advice can you give to other people who are, you know, artists coming out to keep that honesty in the music, to write for themselves, you know?
Yeah, that's it. You said it. I mean, it's a really simple equation. If you make the music that you want to hear, then you're doing it right. Because then there's no lose in that. You know, I think once you start trying to read minds and start having expectations of what people want to hear, then that's where you run into trouble, and that's where you make music that you don't want to be playing.
And that's what you see with like a lot of bands. You see, you know, it seems to always be the one person who's coming out. It's like, man, I just wasn't playing what I was into.
Yeah.
And then you find the ones who are like, yeah, no, you know what, we're all doing exactly what we want to do at the right time.
Totally. And there's always like, you know, some sort of through line for a sound of the time, and it's important to like have your finger on the pulse of that without like being like a trend hopper.
Yeah.
You know, because that's a big thing too. It's just like one person does thing, and then all of a sudden there's 90 copycats.
Exactly. It's like this cookie cutter coming out now.
Yeah. So I try to really like. I think that when we first started this band, we stumbled upon something that was a little bit unique, and I always try to keep that in vision when I'm making this music.
I like it. I love it. We're gonna, you know, get everybody, if they don't have it yet, pick up Relief, and then hopefully we'll see some new music or hear some new music next year too. As well.
Yeah. I'm feeling inspired, so we're getting stuff slowly but surely. Yeah.
Very cool. Lastly, is there anything you'd like to share with your fans or audience?
You know, this tour has just been unbelievable. It's been, you know, unexpected, great turnouts, and like, you know, really awesome festival dates and stuff. I just want to, you know, extend my gratitude to everybody for listening to our band, because, you know, I never expected that it would, you know, go this well.
It's awesome, and that's what anybody, it's got any emotions going on, whatever range it is, you put on Vacation, and it'll take you through the journey through that, and it's a great ride.
Chill vibes.
Yes, definitely. Thank you so much, and we'll see you out on the road.
Absolutely.
I need a fix to put me to sleep.
How's it going? This is Kenny from Vacationer, and if you're addicted to music, then get your fix at Music Junkie Press.
Coming on.